Hi everyone, my name is Abhijay Singh and I am a graduate in computer science. I am a student of MR Academy and my project is configuration management. So now let's start with the presentation on configuration management. As you can see, the only thing that is constant in this world is change. So now let's see. This is the basic image of how a change happens in a natural world. It starts with the beginning and deciding of what change is going to happen, then the transition phase of actual change going to happen, and the end where the change is being monitored whether it was going in a wrong way or in a right way. Moving on to the basic question, which is what is configuration management? So explaining this in a few simple words, we start with the definition of configuration management. Configuration management is defined as a security feature and assurance through control of changes made to the hardware, software, firmware, documentation throughout the life cycle of an operating system. This is the definition as per Wikipedia. Now, most of the organizations today look at configuration management as a process by practitioners as the best solution to handling changes in software projects. Now, the configuration management is basically a set of policies indicating how the changes in an organization take place. There are many ways, but here I may include the most important of the three, which are who can make the changes, like the personnel who is going to approve a change, or how are the changes approved and how are the changes documented. Now, why do we go ahead and emphasize so much on configuration management? That is because if there are no policies in place in an organization for configuration management, this may lead to, in the lowest end, confusion between the employees, and on the highest end, breakdown of the operations of an organization. Why do heavy industries need strict guidelines? Because without the strict guidelines and policies, vulnerabilities may arise in an organization. Tracing down the changes and reversing such vulnerabilities and getting everything done is very complicated. So where can these changes occur? Changes in a natural world can occur to network, application and operating system. Changes can happen to network configurations, application settings and operating system settings. Moving on to what actually consists of configuration management. Configuration management involves two processes, that is change control process and change control documentation. Change control process has the following steps, such as go ahead and request for a change. In this process, a change is being requested. Next is approval of a change. For approval of a change, individual request to the change must be justified for the reason of the change. Next is go ahead and document the change. After documentation procedure is finished, the next step is go ahead and test and present the change to the senior management. Here the change should be tested to and foreseen the results before actual implementation. The next step is to go ahead and implement. After the actual implementation and perfect run of the change, it is being reported to the management. This changes applies to large organizations basically. This is a scenario where configuration management is explained in a simple steps. Now going ahead to the second process, that is change control document. Failing to document change is a call for trouble. Failing to document changes to systems and networks is only asking for trouble, because no one will remember, for example, what was done to the server in a DMZ, or what was the configuration made 6 months ago. Such changes should be taken place in documented ways, and keeping them organized of such documents is a tedious job. In an organization, changes can occur to a new computer, a new application, or patches and updates. So the key points of this presentation were configuration management is the management of a system's change to the software products, and it's a formal document naming scheme and should be established and documented before managed in a database. The configuration database should record information about changes and change requests. Thank you.